The doctor left my room about an hour ago. He held my hand, gave me a very sad, very practiced smile, and told me what I already knew. My body is finally shutting down. He said I have maybe 3 days left, 72 hours. The machine next to my bed keeps beeping. It's counting down the seconds. Beep, beep, beep. It is the strangest feeling in the world, knowing exactly when your story is going to end. My name is Clara. I am 107 years old, and I am standing at the very edge of the world. Most people are terrified of death. When they hear the word hospice, they look away. They don't want to think about the end. But let me tell you a secret from someone who is looking death right in the face. Dying is not the scary part. Dying is just going to sleep. It is peaceful. Do you want to know what is actually terrifying? What truly keeps you awake when the room is dark and you only have a few days left? It is looking back at a century of life and realizing you barely lived it at all. If you have found this video, I believe it is not by accident. If you are in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, or even older, please don't scroll away. Don't go watch something funny or mindless just yet. Give a dying woman a few minutes of your time. I want to give you the one thing I can no longer have. I want to give you the truth. Don't waste your life the way I wasted mine. When you only have 3 days left, the illusion of what matters completely shatters. All the things you are stressing about right now, all the things keeping you up at night, they are ghosts. They are lies. For the first 60 years of my life, I worshipped at the altar of security. I was terrified of taking risks. I thought if I just worked hard enough, saved enough money, bought the right house, and followed all the rules, I would be safe. I would be happy. My husband Richard and I, we worked ourselves to the bone. We bought a beautiful, enormous house in the suburbs. It had 4 bedrooms, a pristine lawn, and a large oak tree in the front. I spent weekends scrubbing the floors, polishing the silver, worrying about what the neighbors thought of our curtains. We were so busy paying for the life we thought we were supposed to have that we never actually lived in it. I remember Richard coming to me when we were in our early 50s. He had this brochure for a cabin in the mountains. He wanted us to sell the big house, move somewhere quieter, and just breathe. He wanted to learn how to paint, but I panicked. I told him it was irresponsible. I said, "What about our savings? What about our status? We can't just throw everything away. We'll do it later, Richard, when we are fully secure. He died of a sudden heart attack 5 years later. He never painted his pictures. And I was left alone in that massive, echoing house with perfectly clean floors and a bank account full of money that could not buy me 5 more minutes with the man I loved. I traded the adventure of my life for a golden cage. And that is my first warning to you. Do not spend your one beautiful, unrepeatable life building a museum that you are too busy to enjoy. Security is an illusion. The stock market can crash, jobs can disappear, health can vanish in an afternoon. The only thing you actually own are your memories and the love you give away. As I lie here staring at the ceiling, my mind goes back to the things I didn't do, the words I didn't say. We are so incredibly stingy with our love. Why do we do that? Why do we hold back our affection as if it costs us money? When I was 22, before I met Richard, there was a boy named Thomas. He didn't have much money. He was a musician, wild and full of life. He asked me to run away with him to the coast. I loved him with a fire that scared me. But my parents disapproved. It wasn't practical. So I broke his heart, and I broke my own. I married Richard because he was safe. And I did love Richard in a quiet, comfortable way. But I spent the next 80 years wondering, what if? If you love someone right now and you are holding back because you are scared of looking foolish, or because of your pride, or because it's not practical, stop it. Tell them. Love fiercely. Love recklessly. Have your heart broken if you must. A broken heart means you actually stepped into the arena. An unbroken heart is just a heart that has been kept in a box, gathering dust. Let me tell you what happens when you reach your final days. You strip away all the nonsense. I don't care about my bank balance right now. I don't care what my credit score is. I don't care about the arguments I won, or the promotions I got, or the expensive clothes hanging in my closet. Do you know what I want right now? Do you know what I would trade everything for? I want to feel the grass under my bare feet just one more time. I want to taste a fresh peach, so ripe that the juice runs down my chin. I want to smell the earth just after a heavy summer rain. I want to hear my mother's voice calling my name. I want to sit on a porch and watch the sun dip below the horizon without checking my watch to see what time it is. That is the tragedy of the human condition. We spend decades ignoring the ordinary miracles around us, chasing after plastic trophies, only to realize at the very end that the ordinary miracles were the entire point of the journey. You are breathing right now. Your heart is beating. You have the ability to walk outside and look at the sky. You are sitting on a gold mine of time, and you don't even realize it. Please, hear an old dying woman. Stop waiting to be thin enough, rich enough, or successful enough to start living. Stop living for the weekends. Stop treating Monday through Friday as a punishment. Find joy in your ordinary Tuesday. Forgive the people who hurt you, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Throw away the list of things society told you to care about and write your own list. My time is almost gone. The nurse will be in soon to give me my medicine, and I will probably sleep for most of what is left. My story is written, the ink is dry, but your book is still open. Your pen is still in your hand. If you are listening to this and you feel a weight in your chest, I want you to make me a promise. I won't be here to see it, but I need you to promise me anyway. Leave a comment below. Tell me one thing you are going to change today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. Who are you going to forgive? What fear are you going to drop? What joy are you going to chase? Write it down. Make it real. I will try to read as many as I can before I go to sleep. Subscribe to this channel. Keep gathering this wisdom. Share it with someone who needs to wake up. My name was Clara. It was a privilege to share my final thoughts with you. Go outside, look at the sky, and please go live.